Hello everyone, welcome back. It's time for a return to Mage Knight, which I played Mage Knight on the channel a little over a year ago. And I was recently reminded that I'm interested in it, and I played a couple games two-player off camera with a friend, and I was talking to another friend, and he sounded interested, and I was like, sure, like you know, if you ever want to play it, there's a great mod on Tabletop Sim, but like be ready to invest 8 hours for your first game, and then like 4 or 5 hours once you're sort of familiar with the rules. Actually, I think it was worse. I think I said as long as you're familiar with the rules, your first game will only take you 8 hours, which might have been a bit of an oversell, but not much. And I realized I've never really tried to play this game at all quickly, so I thought, like, I wanted to play some solo. Oh yeah, and also, if I play solo off camera, I get frustrated at like the first thing that goes wrong, and I quit. So playing on camera is the way to keep me honest and actually finish a game. So here we are. I wanted to finish a game, and this is the only way to do it. There have been some updates to the mod. There's like little counters here now if you want to use them for how much of whatever you have left. I haven't needed them yet. There's a copy of the source that's closer to your map, which is nice. I'm not going to explain as much as I did last time we played, when I was like introducing all the rules and stuff. I guess I played several games, and so anyway, I don't know, whatever. I'll try to play a little bit quicker because I want to see how fast you could get through a game, but also I'm explaining stuff to you guys, so it probably takes longer than real life would. Anyway, playing just ordinary solo conquests, no Volcar stuff because that takes forever. So, and on the default difficulty settings, I shouldn't have too much trouble winning. So I'll just like focus on making sort of reasonable decisions. Playing Goldix, picked Tovak as the dummy, and I mean, here we go, right? That was only 2 minutes on intro. What's my hand like? I have Crystal Joy early. That's sort of nice. There's crystals over here. Fight that guy. Yeah, going over there, I don't know. Well, it's an easy combat. It might be nice to do the keep first and then that guy, but I probably won't end up doing that because it's just an awkward routing to do both of those things. Once I'm here, I'll want to go this way. I won't want to go over there. So probably something like this. I don't know. Probably don't even bother to stop off for the gems there. Anyone for sale at the keep? Yes, all 3 units are for sale at the keep. So the crossbowmen are good. I think the shock troopers are pretty strong, is my recollection. Scouts are okay. All right. What would it take to get here if I wanted? I mean, 7. This is also 7. I can do that somewhat comfortably with the green mana from the source. I think it's probably worth crystallizing some white. So let's just take... Do I want planning? I like planning usually, but I don't know if it's that good right now. So I want to get... I want to spend like I don't know. I guess planning's okay. Yeah, we'll take planning. Dummy rethinks, so he's going first. Oh, it's blue. Rude. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just make a big... Yeah, let's... I don't think it's realistic to use Crystal Joy right now. I just like need to spend my mana on movement and stuff, right? The cards in my hand are all more important, and I don't have spare mana lying around. And Dummy's going fast, so I really should be... Like, okay, one thing I could do would be just power a move this turn and hang... Or, like, just do a normal move and then hang on to Crystal Joy or something. But Dummy's going pretty fast, so I need to go a bit more quickly, which means spending my cards, even if it's a little inefficient. So here we moved for 7, right? Powered the march is 4, improvisation is 3 more. We get to see who's here. Sure, shouldn't be too bad. Not this turn, but next. Whew, Dummy really flying through the deck still. Oh yeah, that I discarded that. I didn't play it. I wonder if I put it like this, does the game know that I like discarded it? I'm not sure. The mod tells you to play things like this if you're discarding them, but I don't usually remember. Okay, so we don't have... Well, I guess they're sieged anyway, so the fact that we don't have, like, swiftness for a ranged attack doesn't really matter. I don't have any good blocks, which is a bit disappointing. It's 3 to move in? Can I do all this in one go and not take damage? I'm not sure. Let's say I decided to move in spending both of these. Not really, huh? Because I would have to block 5, which is like, you know, this or something, right? But then I don't have anything left to attack with. Or... like I could... maybe I could power the stamina to walk in? Yeah, I guess I had been stuck on the concept of like powering will focus, but maybe that's silly. Of course it's silly. So now I guess I could... if I had determination, I'd be okay, but I don't. I mean, I could block like this, but then I'm 1 damage short of the kill. I only have attack 2, and he's got 3 toughness. And if I had mana, I'd be okay, but I don't. I could use will focus to generate red mana. But then if I'm blocking... no, right. And then I can block like this, but I don't have any attacks left, right? This is still in my hand. But I can't... it's not something I can attack with. So I think none of this works. And we just have to take the wounds. Which is fine. Oh, I guess I didn't want to gather them, did I? There we go. Yeah, that's my hand. So... yeah, if we're just taking the wounds, does it matter what mana I use? Do I even need to use mana? Would it be better to... well, there's nothing really to save it. Well, okay. I could power it like this. Walk in. Yeah, fine. So let's do that. And you attack for 5. I choose not to block. That's... I'm taking... you know, I can absorb 2 damage per wound, so 5 damage means I have to take 3 wounds to absorb it all. And then we just play like attack, attack. And I think it's perfectly fine to use will focus just to generate a crystal at this point. There is green in the source, and it might be nice to power a threaten with it or something, but I just want to get value out of my cards while I can. So let's end turn and level up. Well, I didn't even look at what's here. That might have made a difference, but... I mean... what's in the source? We do have white. So I could take Heroic Tail. Kind of nice, actually. I mean, it's not by any means the best action. But if what I'm about to do is like higher units, seems pretty cool. Chilling Stare also works, and it's more flexible. This immediately gives me fame and reputation, but leaves me with a worse card in my deck, whereas Chilling Stare is a little bit less good for hiring people. I think Dodge and Weave is supposed to be the best card of the available cards, but... Well, maybe I should work out which one I need, right? I have 2 influence here. My reputation should be, what, minus... yeah, so neutral. So either one of these... oops. Either one of these skills is enough to recruit a unit. But I guess Heroic Tail is enough to recruit a unit all by itself, and I could, in principle, like, use the Threaten next turn. Okay, that sounds kind of cool, actually. And I think I'll take this skill, the one that generates mana, because I have a use for the red mana in mind already, i.e. my Threaten. So we'll take the Heroic Tail. Oh yeah, my hand limit is 7 cards because I'm at a keep. That's nice. Oh my god, look at him go. Oh, Tranquility is so nice right now. Not usually the card you're looking forward to, but here we are. So give me, please, white from the source. So that's a total of 6 influence. With which I can hire any of these. And I'll get 1 extra fame and 1 extra reputation when I do it. I never know. I think I'll take the Shock Troopers. They're probably good. I think I'm planning to take both, but I'll take those first. And although I mean, I don't know. You hate spending crystals, of course, but having wounds is even worse. And that was, you know, part of the reason that Goldix is good. Like, yes, the powered part of Will Focus is nuts, but also the ability to just generate a green crystal. Like, sometimes that's really good. Nobody else's Concentrate can do that. And here, I'm already able to use the green mana, so seems cool. Anyway, I think that's the turn. And I'm getting through my deck, I think, fast enough. I have 2 more turns, including this one, before the day is over. Nice to have mana draw, I think. Can use a white and a red to get a ton of influence if I want, but there's only 1 unit. Oh, I can't even afford to buy another unit. I don't have space for a second slot yet. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to actually retroactively do something I should have done last turn, which I should have thought of. I had a March in my hand, and I thought, what do I need March for? What I should have done was explore a tile. So we'll say I explored this one last turn, and I'll draw a card to make up for the March that I should have played last turn. Okay, fine. So, do we have a way to, like, fight that if we wanted to? I have very little damage. Well, Shock Troops. Actually. Maybe I could handle that. I don't have a lot of moves. So Shock Troops could, for example, use their third ability to reduce the enemy attack from 2 to 0 so that we don't even have to block it. But we still have to come up with like 8 damage. Which, well, I mean, how do we even move in there? It costs like 4 moves to get to that Mage Tower. What's my last card? Stamina. Alternatively, the Shock Trooper's second ability might be better, because it kind of effectively does 2 damage and also 2 block. Then I could, like, I don't know. Let's say I tried walking in there like this. I could power this for 3 attack, 4, 5, 6. And that's just barely enough to get through their 3 with resistance. This actually works, I think. Right? Wait, what's the mana draw for? Oh, right. This is all my attacks, and this is all my moves, I see. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's play... Okay, hang on. Are all my blocks. So we don't want to hire anything else right now, which is good because I can't fit them anyway. But I'm going to play as my... I'm going to play a move 4 like this. I guess I haven't even looked at the rewards. I assume I want something. Yeah, Snowstorm's fine. Mistform is kind of whatever. So we play move 4, which is enough to move into this wasteland where these guys are. And we... I forget the word. Do you activate your units? Do you... I think you spend a unit. We spend them for their second effect. Oh, wait. This doesn't work. I forgot that if I use their second effect, I'm only reducing their attack by 1. Because I need all of these cards. I was thinking, oh, this was my move, these were my blocks, this is my attacks. But that's not true. This was all my moves, so I have no blocks. I could block like this, but then I don't have enough attack. So this whole attack doesn't work. We're not going to do this. Go back. Oh, whoops. There you go. So we'll just say we didn't move there this turn, and the mod will take care of that. And mana crystals wouldn't help. I don't think. If I powered a block, that would by itself be enough, so I could do that. But I still have to get in there, which is, like, really hard. Like, I mean, this is the only efficient way in, right? And then I power this to block. The only damage I have is 3. It just doesn't work at all. So if there's no one else we can hire at the keep, then I guess the thing to do is either explore this, or maybe we could go over here. There's a thought. Could I muster 7 moves? I know I said I wasn't going to fight the keep and then this guy, but that actually looks appealing. Could I muster 7 moves while keeping one of these in hand? No. But I know I'm drawing a stamina next turn. So maybe I do like this and just move 4 to get over there. Next turn, I can power my stamina, or actually just play it with a sideways determination to get into the forest, and then attack the guy and shoot him with swiftness powered from the source. I guess that works. All right, this turn kind of sucks. But we timed things reasonably. Oh, I'm in a village. Could I have done something with that? Not really. I could have like spent some influence if I hadn't played this sideways to heal, but I'm going to heal from the glade anyway, so I don't really care. So we played this as our move 3 to get into the forest. And we challenge this guy. And then we just shoot him, right? Nothing complicated about that. And I may as well activate this to get my blue crystal and a red token, which I'm not even going to use. And I'm not going to use the shock troops either, sadly. I mean, I don't know, not sadly. They're fine. Turns out I don't have much use for them. Is it possible I could somehow use this swiftness as a move this turn, I guess is a question worth asking. Like, maybe I play this sideways as my move to get me into the forest, and then... Well, I could. If I were willing to... Would I be willing to take one... Oh, no, I'm not even next to it. I thought I was next to a place to explore, and that getting extra move would matter, but it doesn't. Okay, so fine. So that's my turn, killing this guy. And at least I get to remove that wound because I'm on a glade. Next turn I'll have some black mana, but nothing much to do with it. Okay, on to night one. What do I have? What do I need? Okay, I still haven't gotten to level 3, so I can't hire anyone even if I were in the village. My hand is fine right now, I would say. So... Oh, what card did we end up giving? You got a white card and a blue gem. Okay, the blue gem's a little scary. But... So I think we're coming back this way to explore there. I don't know. I'm just going to take Long Night, I think, in case he goes fast. Maybe Mana Search? I don't have a ton of mana yet. And I'm not sure whether these are the colors I want. Yeah, let's take Mana Search. It's fine. Seems like he always takes Sparing Power. I'm pretty sure it is actually random and it's just like human sampling bias, but I feel like he does that all the time. Anyway, yeah, so we took Mana Search. So let's start by rolling a white and a red. Okay, we got some gold, which would normally be discouraging, but since I have the power to reroll it, it's not that big a deal. And I think I'm perfectly happy to power a march here. So 2, 4. This is an unpleasant place to be at night. Look at all these forests. Well, what can you do? Yuck. Getting over here, maybe I could fight these guys someday. God, I hate that I went here, go back, and now I'm going back again? That can't be right. But I don't think I can deal with a mage tower in the middle of a forest at night. I have to spend so much energy getting in there. It would be nice maybe to end a turn here and gather up some crystals, maybe? Here is the obvious path forward, but also it's not so bad to get to this dungeon. So can I muster up 7 more move? I can, if I'm willing to spend a crystal on it. And since I'm getting a crystal back, I guess I might as well. So that's 4, 6, 7. Which gets me here or here, whichever one I want. But I think this crystal is good enough of an excuse. Oh, plus I'm next to the keep, right? So maybe this way I could assault the mage tower. We'll see. Not now, obviously, but like next turn or so. Right, I should gain a crystal. I choose green because I have a source of blue already. Okay, he hit white. That's good news. Really nothing that helps me with that mage tower at all. I can't even move in there, huh? Okay. I mean, I could discard like my whole hand to move in, but that seems bad. Now we can kind of just sit here and have fun grinding on Crystal Joy if we want. Having all these influence cards in hand is interesting. I'm still not high enough level to recruit from the keep, even if there were something out there I want, which there is. I love Guardian Golems. Kind of annoying. I've got all the influence cards in my hand, and there's something I want to buy, but I'm not allowed to take them because I haven't leveled up enough yet. So we need to, like, fight some stuff, and that's what the dungeon is for. But I've drawn my moves too late. Well, I guess I played some of them to get here. I mean, let's re-roll those two. Okay, great, I guess. I wonder if it's too greedy to like hang on to Will Focus, hoping that it can like power something useful in the future. I think it's not too greedy. So what I'm going to do is just play Crystal Joy to crystallize some white and discard Promise with the plan of picking Crystal Joy back up. And I think I should probably also just discard Heroic Tale to get it out of my hand. And call that the turn. And grab some more blue, or another crystal, this time blue, from the crystal mines. Red's not too bad. Okay, so now we have some moves. I can get in there if I really have to, / want to. The problem is getting in... Well, okay, I have a green crystal, right? And a red token available. Okay, I can probably power the green... Okay, let's see what I get out of this. So I don't really want white right now. I wouldn't mind red, so let's leave that in the source. Gross. Good thing what I wanted was red. Sort of. Although, actually, I have this. Well... But I can just use this and save this for later, since I didn't hit anything else good in the source. So what I was imagining was, let's say I play a green... I play a March, powered, and then move in there. Now, I was really hoping I would hit green so I could grab a green mana for March and still have one for Will Focus, for a big attack or a big block, depending on what turns out to be necessary. And I don't know, maybe I should do that? Maybe I should just head to the tomb? Sorry, the dungeon and forget about the Mage Tower? Because if I just walk in there right now with no green mana, then isn't life pretty sad? I can't use Will Focus for anything. I have, like, you know, the potential to attack for up to 8 or something, which should be able to kill any mage. But what if it's, like, ice golems or something that are going to freeze me? I mean, I know we already saw one, but there could be another. Well, I guess I have shock troops for that. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is a potential attack that I think is big enough. Oh, plus I have access to red mana, right, for 6, yeah, 8. So 8 is what I could get. I have some big blocks if necessary. I think this is the way to go. I just need to do something, and getting up here would be a big accomplishment. Okay. I think we can deal with that, right? So let's say we reduce their attack by 3. They have a size 2 ice attack. I'm not clear on why I kept the will focus in hand, by the way. I guess it probably should have been this. I guess I had hopes that I might not need to play it and could keep a green crystal. Or use it to make a green crystal. Yeah. Or indeed, even making a blue token or something could be useful somehow. I guess not. Anyway, I think we're committed to this. I'm not going to try to roll that back. It doesn't seem fair. I just think, it might be nice to take some wounds and then like heal them with tranquility. But A, that's sort of cheating, and B, I don't actually think it would even be that good. So what are we doing with this guy? We reduce his attack a bit to 3, right? And then he's trying to attack this guy for 2 ice. A single block 5 is enough to cope with that, so that my guy doesn't take any damage. And then we have just enough to attack 6 for the kill, right? So I think that's got to be worth doing. And I should gain my reward before I see my level up. I don't know, space bending? Actually, I'd like to go shopping quite soon, even though I know my influence cards are all gone, right? No, there's still 2 left. Heroic Tale and Threaten are gone, but I guess I have Promise and Improvise is what it's thinking? I see. Fine. Yeah, so I think it's sort of realistic to assume we might be shopping soon. And Charm will therefore be useful this turn. And Possess is okay in city combats, I think. So I'll take that. Okay, we've definitely been outpacing Dummy now. I can slow down if that's convenient. Okay, I thought I had already played my Threaten. It must have been, not played, but discarded. I guess it was my Promise. This must be Improvise? Yeah. Oh my god, look at this source. Good thing I took Mana Search. I mean, okay, I made it this way with Mana Search, but... so let's just reroll these 2. All I get is red, which is pretty annoying because it means that's mana I already had, and it means I can't use Charm. Okay, but I mean we can still buy a unit, right? We can get the Guardian Golems and hope to have white next turn to maybe go shopping for a spell and get a crystal back. Actually, hang on. I think this is as good a time as any to use this, because this is a turn I know I'm spending red, and I don't actually want to reroll that red die. I've been declining to use this and pulling... Like, I think last turn I pulled red from the source, right? And the point was that I wanted to... Like, using mana from the source is an ability you get once every turn. Like, you should use it. There might be a turn when I wanted a red token plus a die from the source. I guess there still could be, huh? That's true. So maybe I don't do this. Maybe I just take a red die from the source. And, worst case, next turn I can use this to power influence. But what I'm hoping is that I can power improvisation for more influence with this next turn. Oh wait, I have a white crystal. I could use a white crystal to gain a white crystal. It seems kind of stupid, right? So I don't think I'll do that. So this is influence 5 minus a reputation. And then like 6, 7 to buy the golems? It seems good to me. I mean, I really wish I'd been able to save Crystal Joy, because I'm so far ahead of the dummy time-wise that I could be grinding out a ton of crystals if I hadn't had to spend my cards so quickly. But, you know, you don't always get what you want. So if I wound up... Yeah, I mean, I guess I can use Charm to... I'll have enough reputation or influence with Charm plus, like, Improvise, powered or not, to discard the mana draw. And I can use the Charm to gain a crystal of my choice. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. Did we get anything good up here? No, just blue. Well, actually, oh, don't forget, it costs, right. It costs, and I knew this and then I sort of forgot. It costs mana in addition to influence to buy spells from a Mage Tower. That's a rule I often forget. Okay, well, green is about the best we could have hoped for, because it means we have access to meditation if we want it, although it's not very good. I'd rather have, like, well... Oh, I forgot. I could have fought this guy, but I don't know. I like shopping. I could still fight him? Yeah, that might be better, actually. Just get 3 fame instead of buying a spell. Because the Guardian Golems can just shrug off all the damage with their physical resistance. And then I can powered improvisation knock him out. So, do I want 3 fame? What would it be like to buy a spell? I would play this, spending my white but getting another back. Improvise away my red token. Or don't, doesn't matter, I guess. And then use the die in the source to buy a spell. So I could discard all of this and trade my white token or white crystal for a crystal of any color. And gain any spell I want. Or I could gain 3 fame. I mean, neither of those are insane. If I could gain 4 fame, I think it would be an easy choice, because I could get a skill that would hopefully let me make a crystal on my next turn. Although I guess... yeah, I would have a card left to play so that I don't have to forfeit my turn. Anyway, it doesn't matter. These spells are not incredible. But they're not horrible. Like, I could take a Mist Form. Space Bending is a little tough because... I mean, I don't know. Time Bending is so much fun, right? I don't think I've ever played it in my life, but it would be cool if today were the day. So let's just go shopping. So we spend a white mana... and is there any way to get an advantage out of like I could spend a token on this and get even more influence, right? I could have 9, but I only need 7. And the spell that I pick up, oh, I guess I could pick up meditation, actually. and actually use that this next turn. Or possibly I could pick up Mist Form and use that next turn. Yeah, maybe... Okay, I'll get Mist Form, I think. So spend these. That's 7 influence. And a blue mana to let me buy Mist Form. And I picked blue. Like, I think it would be fine to take Meditation instead. But I know that I'll have more blue mana available next turn if I want it through this. Whereas with green, if I don't roll a green in the source soon, I won't. I did reroll dice already, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Because there were too many golds before. Okay, so anyway, that was... And then I gained a crystal. Oh, a crystal of any color. I guess I could have chosen green. Let's take a blue one. Even though blue is what I have a lot of already. I don't know. I guess I'll take green. No, whatever. I know I'm spending blue in a sec. It turns out I'm not. But I didn't have that information, so I shouldn't use it. So we take a Mist Form. And wait a minute. Does it say it doesn't provoke enemies? Oh, it doesn't. God, I'm so bad. All right. I use it to go here and explore. Because the cost of all terrains is 2, so that's allowed. And I got 4 move. And I flip this, give myself a blue crystal, and it's the end of the round. Great. I'm going to take a little break. Be right back. All right, I'm back. And I got to say, it feels like while I've been playing, like I don't feel like I've been playing quickly. I've been like doing okay. There've been a lot of like hemming and hawing about decisions. But I've at least not been wasting a bunch of time doing nothing. And we're doing better than I thought on time, right? Like, it says 42 minutes, but we spent like 5 on intro and setup, so like 37 for the first day and night? That's pretty good, I feel like, compared to what I remember this game taking. So on to day 2. On the other hand, I feel like I've been doing pretty badly. So there is that. Anyway, what do I want to do? I'll see if I can cram the whole game into one video. Wouldn't that be something? It'll be a long video either way, but maybe I can make it sort of reasonable. Green, green, red in the source? Maybe we can get a lot of movement done, huh? I don't really have the tools to do any combat right now, so it's not like I'm going into the dungeon. And I'm on a glade? Really? Okay, it hasn't given me my thing because my turn hasn't started. But wait, it has. No, I haven't. I need to choose a tactic. I could Mana Steal and sock away a green mana. Great Start is obviously the best card here. But I kind of would like to have that available on day 3 if at all possible. Right now it kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know. If I pick up even like 1 or 2 combat cards, I could kill a dude or 2. How do walls work? Walls are a little confusing. Where are those? I know they're in the expansion rulebook. I know if you walk by an enemy and like they would rampage, but there's a wall in the way, then they don't. But oh my god, I just found the right page. But what if a wall is in the way for only part of it? I cannot read this text. It's so small. Okay, I went and found the rulebook PDF. So walls... Enemies don't attack you across walls, which I knew. But basically, if a move starts... If I move from here to here, then I will no longer be opposite a wall from them and they will attack me. But if I somehow moved from here back to here, they wouldn't attack me. So I was trying to figure out what my options would be if I went up here. Anyway, I think, though, that like I could just take Great Start and take advantage of it to, like, assuming I draw some combat card, I could kill something. Or just get an absolutely gigantic move, hopefully. I don't know. Worst case is I, like, draw another move and the only thing over here is more monsters. In which case, maybe I go shopping and pick up Blood Rage from the monastery or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Takes the right moment. All right. Just influence cards? Just influence cards? Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I guess I'll try to move past them and see if I can... I don't even know what to... Like, I could go back to the Mage Tower? I mean, buying Blood Rage is not a horrible use of a turn, but it's not what I wanted to do. So let's... I don't know. Gosh. Let's power my Mist Form now. And it gives me 4 moves. And I have so many move cards in hand that, like, if I want to go this way and then come back, it's not even that big a deal. So come on, pick up the dude. Pick him up. There you go. So 2, 4. I'm now out of moves. And I can actually zigzag my way all through here if I want. I have so many moves. Like... I mean, I could power one of them. I think that's fine. That gives me 6 more move. I can go 1 or 2, 4, 6, or 6 to wind up here in a position to attack these guys. Yeah. Killing these guys is a useful thing to do, I think. And my units should do a good job of it, even if I have to spend some of them a little earlier than I might like. I could... Obviously, the Guardian Golems can just absorb all the physical damage, so that's fine. Well, wait a minute. If I was going 2, 4, 6 and then fighting these guys, I might as well just go 2, 4 and make them fight me. And in that way, after powering this march, I just don't play that stamina, right? Although, if I'm doing that, why not just spend 2 and end my turn on a Crystal Mine? Oh, maybe I could fight both of these guys. If I had a powered up... Like, if I just use the march unpowered, right? When you provoke enemies, you are allowed to provoke multiple of them. And fight them both at once. And the Guardian Golems could easily block this, or not block, but they could be assigned damage from it. Then I'd have to want to come up with like 3 block or take a wound, which would be fine. And now, don't get me wrong, 7 damage is sort of a lot, but I think with shock troops we can do a pretty good job, right? Like, they do effectively 3 damage. Well, 2. And then the golems would do 2. And then I would just have to come up with 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then crystallize something? That seems workable, right? And I'm taking 1 wound from one of the units, because the Guardian Golems can only absorb 1 of them for free. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we move to here. This guy provokes me or attacks me, and I provoke the other one into joining in as well. And all this stuff isn't actually played yet, it's just part of the plan, but yeah, so let's get it back into hand. So the plan is one of these guys, let's say you, bounces off the Guardian Golem's physical resistance. We assign 3 damage to them, and they just shrug it off because it's physical and they resist that. This guy's doing 3 damage, and I assign it to myself. Then we begin the attacks. I do a ranged attack 1, let's say here. Doesn't really matter. And the Guardian Golems do an attack 2, which is actually 3. Because this thing gives them +1 to all attacks. I guess it's simpler if we do all the damage to this guy first. So these 2 together do 4 damage, killing these Wolf Riders. And then I play 3 cards of my choice sideways to do 3 damage to the Diggers. And I wrap up the turn. Yeah, I guess I can't quite manage to discard the wound. If I could power this, I could discard the wound instead of the stamina. And I could, right? There's plenty of blue mana in... I have plenty of blue mana crystals, but I'd rather not spend one. There's no particular reason to. So I'll power this. And... Not power it. I'll give it green mana. So unpowered, it just gives me the green. And says I may discard another non-wound card. I choose this to get this back into hand at the end of turn. So, okay. It took my entire hand and both units. But great start did enable me to do that, right? Walk all the way up here, fight 2 dudes. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a blue crystal anyway. Maybe I will power this, actually. Letting me gain a different color. So instead of green... Hang on. Yeah, this is the green crystal I just gained and shouldn't have. It's not one I had before because I didn't have one before. Oh my god, I'm getting them all. Get out! Get out of here! You're not wanted anymore. Okay. So I gain a blue mana. Alright, I use a blue mana here to gain, let's say, probably white? Sure. And discard a wound card instead of a stamina to get this back in my hand. And so we gain, I guess, 5 fame. I assume the math is right there. 2 and 3. Yeah, and 2 reputation. So it actually was a great start, as it turns out. I could gain a crystal from the mine. You're right. I should gain a skill and advanced action. That's true also. God, more blue crystals, Goldix. Jeez, you're a nut job. I think I should probably take Swift Bolt. Like, Refreshing Walk is not bad. But right now I don't have any wounds to heal. I guess I could have kept the wound if I were going to gain Refreshing Walk, but I don't want to spend... Well, actually, I don't know. 1 wound isn't too bad. I'll probably just end my turn on a Glade at some point soon. We're close to a monastery, and so I could consider in need, but it's just not very good. I don't have a lot of wounds, so... I just want Swift Bolt. And then the question is, what else do I want? +2 attack is pretty solid, I think. +1 siege is like... can be quite good sometimes. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, I have claimed my rewards. Very good. Dummy, your first turn. Whoa! Good thing we're moving so fast, huh? And also, by the way, like, out of toys. I've used most of my good stuff already. Would have loved a power that, like, or a skill to let me move somehow. Because I have a lot of moving to do. I'm sort of inclined to, like, I don't know. just crystallize some stuff, move slowly. Like 10 cards left, dummy has 11. I think we're going fast enough. I'm going to just move towards... No, you know what? I'm not going to move towards anything. I'm going to reveal this tile. Maybe there's something good here. Okay. Right, and I'm on a crystal mine right now. Why would I move? Of course. And then I'll play Crystal Joy to crystallize green. Discarding... You know what? Let's crystallize some white as well. It's nice as a ranged attack. I don't know. I'm a little tempted to keep it and like try to blow up the monastery with it. But now I have like a good enough reason to go over here. And I don't need ranged attacks for these guys because I have Guardian Golems who can just shrug off 3 damage. So when I go over here... but there is this hill here. I could fight this. I could fight the monsters who show up, and like a Swift Bolt plus my siege attack should be almost enough to just kill them. And if I happen to draw my Will Focus, it'll definitely be enough. So maybe what I will do then is discard the Rage instead. Sure. And I'll hang on to this as an attack. Sure. And I'm gaining another blue for ending my turn here. There's my Will Focus. I kept the improvisation because it's a nice move. God, look at him go. So much for keeping up with the dummy. I thought we were, but apparently we're not. So let's just move 3 onto this monster spawner and go fight it. Good. Just as I hoped, keeping a ranged attack has proven useful. So let us just Will Focus a Swift Bolt for ranged attack 7, and he's toast. I mean, I guess I could have crystallized a red here, but I couldn't keep this in hand if I did. Not that big a deal. And I'd be throwing away a blue crystal, maybe a bigger deal. Yeah, I don't know. I could play the blue crystal, obviously. Maybe I should do this. Let's think before I go get my reward. Get out of here. I don't need you. If I spend the blue crystal to let me spend this, still gaining a blue crystal back, to crystallize red, I'd be drawing 5 of my 8 cards. I mean, I have like 3 or maybe 4 turns left. I don't think I have to be quite so pushy as to use this. So let's not. So here's the Monster Den. Roll 2 dice to get mana crystals. Hopefully not blue. Green and white. Yummy. Okay. I missed the snap point there, I guess. Cool. So we need red, but we're finally starting to be established in terms of having some mana. Okay, good. He missed. So we do have a couple more turns. Charm, huh? Is there red in the source? There is. I guess there's red here as well. I guess what I should do is move. So that's 3 moves. getting me here, and then challenge this guy. Now the Guardian Golems shrug off the 3 damage, as always. I convert this blue crystal to a blue token. Spend this, gaining a blue crystal and a red token. Spend the red token here, plus my 1 attack from that. That's 5 to kill him. And finally, Crystal Joy. Oh, I thought I was using a mana from the source. I guess I'm not. That's fine. It's Crystal Joy powered to gain a red crystal. Seem fair? Seems alright to me. I could re-roll the red or blue die if I wanted. What's left in my deck? Green, blue, and white. Okay, so I guess I'll re-roll the red one. Not spend this, do spend this. Sure. Oh, right. And I'm gaining another red crystal for ending my turn on the crystal mines. That's why I thought I was going to wind up with 2. I didn't say that, but I was like, how come I only have 1? It's because I forgot this part. All right. So we're ending turn and leveling up. I already gained my site rewards. And it's just giving me another one of these. What the heck was that message? Error in script. Global. Unknown. All right, well, hopefully it turned out okay. And we're up to a hand limit of 6. Not that that's going to help right now. And I have nothing but moves, which honestly is what I want right now. So that's cool. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world to end my turn here and get another red crystal. But I think we're doing all right on crystals, and I should just spend my mana moving. For example, I could, like, I don't know, spend a turn discarding this and only then move. But I might want all of those moves. So let's just spend some this turn and some next turn, probably. So we move to here with a powered march. Oh, I see. It got confused about the tiles. It like crashed in the middle of trying to reveal a tile or something? I don't know. Anyway, this is a core tile. My recollection is that those have to touch at least 2? Ah, but this... Let me go double check what the tile layout rules are. Okay, so I'm not allowed... A core tile must touch at least 2 other tiles, right? Is that right? I already forgot. Wedge map. Okay, I guess it doesn't... I didn't even read that part. Scenarios... Okay, where's the one I'm actually getting to? Like, I'm playing now, though. Scenario list, solo conquest, map shape wedge. Oh, I wasn't paused that whole time, huh? Okay, well, I meant to be paused, sorry. I'm not going to go back and edit that because I'm going to forget by the time I'm done. But okay, I did remember correctly. Core tiles have to touch at least 2 other tiles. And on the wedge-shaped map, which is used for solo games, they can't be placed along this edge either. So the only place I can actually reveal a new tile is here. So the game is right not to have put any more of these things down. So I shouldn't use my 4... I was here with 4 moves. I should go here and then play... I'm actually going to use a march here. I don't know. I mean, I might conceivably want to shoot something this turn, is why I'm thinking like, hey, hang on to 2 swiftnesses. But actually, if I'm revealing a core tile, there's not going to be anything I can fight on it with just what I have in hand. Right? Even 7 range damage isn't going to kill a dragon or something. So let's just do this. So I have 6 moves. I spent 3 to get to the forest. 4, 5. Yeah, see, this guy has 7 strength, but obviously he has physical resist, so that's not... Or 7, whatever, armor, I guess. Obviously I'm not going to be able to take him. So let's... I mean, I could go back to the crystal mine, because, like, this blue city is hard to get to except through... It's hard to get to from anywhere, but... I'll just reveal this one as well. Okay, it's the red city. Wow. All right. This guy, if I had 8 range damage, I could kill him, but I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have 1 move left. I could play my march and go end on the red, on the crystal mine. I think that's probably good. Because it's just going to be really hard. I don't know, though. Like, I think I should try to kill these dragons. Like, it's a big commitment to go around this way. And I still have to fight a keep on my way into the city. Whereas if I can just, like, you know, with my units, muster up enough to deal with these guys... Or with, like, will focus to shoot a gigantic arrow at this dude. I don't know, gosh. With these 2 lining up right next to each other, it is kind of tough. Because, like, you have to kill 2 dragons to get to either of the cities, right? And it's pretty much the only thing you can do. Too bad I didn't take space bending and could just hop over there, huh? Well, maybe I'll get flight. Look at that. I'd love to be over there. Maybe not this turn, but soon. If it weren't for the dragon here, I was thinking one thing I might do would be kill this guy and then mist form across the lake. But now I have to actually kill both of them to get in. Tough. It's a lot of damage to kill this guy, because I don't really have any source of ice attacks, I don't think. You're physical resistant as well. Oh, you're fortified. I mean, the Guardian Golems could put together a big block. A big ice block, and maybe I could manage it. But then the attack is going to be tough. Anyway... Oh no, the Shock Troopers could reduce the attack the rest of the way, right? So between them, they could just block this for 1 mana, and then I'd have to come up with 8 damage, which is not impossible. I really need that to level me up, though. Does it? I'm at 24. It's 35 to... No, it doesn't. Well, we'll just see what I can do, I guess. All right. No, I think it's actually better to head over to the keep, because being able to assault these dragons with the hand size from a city is a big help. And honestly, like, this stuff, probably not that much worse than a dragon. And I'll have the advantage of a 2-card hand size bonus from the keep while attacking the city. So I'm going to spend my last move to go back here and get another red crystal as well. Okay, end turn. Rewards claimed. End of round. End of round. Yes. All right, so I did say it might be nice to see if we could fit the whole game in one video, but we made it through half of the game in an hour. I think it's a reasonable time to call a stop, especially since the second half of the game tends to be slower. You have a lot more decisions to think through. And we'll do the second night 2 through day 3 and night 3 in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.